Welcome to The Spider's Web. The Spider's Web is a podcast that weaves together humor and knowledge in bite-sized episodes. I'm joined every week by The Soul Vacation, and I'm Spider Theory. Let's get started. This is gonna take your imagination, okay?
Okay.
So picture it. You're in London. It's 1890. You just got off a 16-hour shift at the factory.
Oh my god. What kind of factory?
I don't know what they're making at this point.
Linens, maybe.
You're at the linen factory.
Yeah.
You're at the textile factory.
Textiles,
Yes. 16 hours, and you know what? What would you want at the end of the day? Of a long day.
Beer.
That's a great guess, but I forgot to tell you, you are 10 years old. You probably still want a beer, but what you really want, you want a little treat. You want to treat yourself. You got a couple pennies in your pocket, and you're walking down the street. It's hot because you just got off, and the sun's blazing. Ice cream is the new thing in London. It's big. Italian people brought over gelato, and then people in England took it. They made ice cream, so it's the hot new treat. So you go over, there's a guy selling some ice cream, and you sir, I'll have one, please. It's a penny. It's called a penny lick. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I haven't.
So it's a little tiny glass, and it has a single serve of ice cream in it. And the way it works is you take it and you put your tongue in it and you lick the ice cream out in one foul swoop. And then you hand it back to the guy. He takes a little dirty rag, he wipes it out, he puts a new scoop of ice cream in it, and then he gives it to the next kid.
Oh my god, disgusting.
These are penny licks. They're called such because you lick them clean. And there are reports that maybe the ice cream man sloshed it in some dirty water. But it was the same water over and over again, and then he wiped it and then put some new ice cream in it. But those were licked clean for the most part. Can you freaking believe that?
No wonder. Like, we're always like sanitation and indoor plumbing really saved everybody, but also just like learning about germs.
I was reading about the time, and like they obviously had no idea about how germs worked. They thought people got sick from like stinky water and stinky air.
Here in London of 1890.
Oh, I can't imagine.
I mean, London was one of the first cities to hit 1 million people, and so just all those factories.
This went on for a while, and then the only reason it stopped is because there was a cholera outbreak in London in the 1890s, and so they outlawed a bunch of stuff like this. And so one of the things was these penny licks, because they were like, wait a second, you guys might be passing cholera and tuberculosis amongst each other.
Oh my god.
But you know what's interesting is the banning of the penny lick inadvertently kind of led to the invention and widespread use of the waffle cone. Because it's, a single serve, it's a personal serving of ice cream, but you take the cup with you and you eat it so that nobody else has to. What is something that we used to do that is now disgusting because of a pandemic outbreak?
For me, it's blowing candles on birthday cakes.
This is a good point. So like before it was, we don't share bowls and in between lick them clean and hand them to each other. And now it's, we don't put candles on a cake and blow on it and then serve it to fucking everybody. That is insane. You're right. That is a modern equivalent to the penny lick. Thank you for listening to the Spider's Web podcast. You can find links to most of the things we talked about in the show notes. And if you'd like to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I'm Spider Theory, and you can find The Soul Vacation on TikTok and Instagram at The Soul Vacation. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.